Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for joining me here today so that we could discuss Driven to Kill. This movie stars Steven Seagal as a former mobster who has tried to kind of turn his life around. He's now writing detective novels in America instead of, doing Russian mob work. He's got kind of, just a peaceful lifestyle. Finds out that his daughter's getting married, makes the trip out to the wedding. Right off the bat, things just are not, adding up. Turns out that his daughter is getting married to the son of a powerful Russian mob figure. That sets off alarm bells as he starts to look deeper into it and try to, look out for his daughter and keep the peace. He's discovering that things are not as they seem. And while he wants to really stay in this like peaceful mindset, the stakes are too high here with his daughter and with with Russian mob figures being there. So, he decides he has to take a deeper look. And that's kind of the premise here of Driven to Kill. I love these Steven Seagal direct-to-video movies because they all, like so many of them have this storyline of like, Steven Seagal used to be this, violent person and criminal or whatever, and now he's like a man of peace and he has to be like dragged, he has to be like forced to go back to his old ways. It's just like, I love the repeating loop of that. Unfortunately, Driven to Kill is not one of the better, even Steven Seagal direct-to-video movies. The story is okay. It's always kind of it's always kind of has some potential to see Steven Seagal interact with mobsters or stuff like that. But at the end of the day, this just doesn't have very much action. What action is here is pretty mediocre and forgettable. Seagal's just kind of like sleeping his way through this one. I thought it would, which is saying something, right? It didn't connect with me. Like I said, the action scenes were mediocre. The acting is what you would expect from a movie like this, but like I don't know, it's just not a fun role for Steven Seagal. Normally he'll be like so bad that it's entertaining or so lazy that it's entertaining. And here it's just kind of like, man, it's just there. And it's at the end of the day for me, that pretty much sums up this movie perfectly, is that it's forgettable. If it happens to be on cable and you want to stop, or if you're like, you know what, I want to complete my Steven Seagal filmography, then by all means check out Driven to Kill. But at the end of the day, I just found it to be forgettable and pretty dull, honestly, a lot of the time. And hopefully the next one I see will get either he'll be excessively bad or it will be excessively cheesy. But Driven to Kill doesn't leave much of an impression. At the end of the day, I can't really recommend it unless you're just a diehard Steven Seagal fan. Anyway, that's my review for Driven to Kill. If you want to check out more, I've got a full movie review playlist right here on YouTube. But until then, thanks for watching this one, and hopefully I'll see you soon.